Brothers Nathan and Samuel Drake get caught in a museum while trying to steal the first map made after the Magellan expedition returned to Spain. Sam takes Nathan back to the orphanage that they have been living at the promises to come back for him one day. As a symbol of his promise, he gives his brothers a ring belonging to their ancestors, Sir Francis Drake, engraved with his motto Sic Parvis Magna. 15 years later, Nathan's work as a bartender in a high-class pub, stealing valuable from the patrons to earn extra money. He is approached by fortune hunter Victor Sullivan, who asks him to help recover 5 billion in golden artifacts that were hidden somewhere by the crew of the Magellan expedition before they return home. He explains that his original partner on the job was Sam, who vanished after helping Sully on heist in San Sebastian to steal John Sebastian's Elicano diary. Nathan, who only has several postcards Sam sent him over the years, decides to accept the offer in order to find his brother. Sully takes Nathan to a black market auction where they plan to steal a golden cross that also functions as a key. While mingling with the guests, Nathan meets Santiago Moncada, the last descendant of Moncada's family who founded the Magellan expeditions, as well as John Braddock, a mercenary hired by a Moncada to ensure he gets his hand on the cross. Nathan is ambushed by Braddock's men and the ensuing fight creates enough of distraction for Sally. Disguised as a caution's attendant to escape with the cross. The two travels to Barcelona where the treasure is supposedly hidden and rendezvous with Sully's contact Cole Fraser, who has second cross. Cole steals the first cross from Nathan. But Nathan and Sully convince her to work with them since she does not know how to continue. Meanwhile, Moncada confronts his father Armando upon learning that the family fortune has been donated to charitable causes, as Armando believes his son is not worthy of inheriting it. Furious, Moncada has his father killed by Braddock. Nathan, Cole and Sully follows the clue in Elcano's diary to Santa Maria del Pi, finding a secret crypt behind the altar. Since the diary states that someone must remain outside, Sully does so while Nathan and Cole enter the crypt. Avoiding the mercenaries, the two finds a trap door in the crypt, but when they try to open it, the room they are in begins to flood with water. Sully, who has been following them using a tracking app on Nathan's phone, barely manages to get the door open after sabotaging Braddock. After using the two crosses to unlock a secret passage, Nathan and Cole find a map that indicates the lost gold is in the Philippines. Cole betrays Nathan, having been hired by Moncada earlier, and takes the map, telling him to ask Sully what's really happened to Sam before knocking him out. Sully rescues Nathan and confesses what happened to Sam. After they recovered Elcano's diary, they were ambushed by Braddock. Sam was shot and Sully left him for dead. The two men agree to split the gold and then go their separate ways. Moncada is betrayed and killed by Braddock, who departs in a large cargo plane to find the treasure. Nathan and Sully stow away on the plane and Nathan attacks Braddock while Sully jumps off the plane with the parachute. Nathan gets knocked out of the plane along with who Braddock had ordered killed for trying to steal the map. and she reluctantly helps Nathan get to dry land. In their hotel room, Nathan and Cole figure out that map has the wrong location for the gold. Nathan surmises that Sam may left a clue in the postcards he sent and finds it after Cole falls asleep, knowing Cole will betray him again. Nathan deliberately leaves her the wrong coordinates to follow and reunites with Sully, finding the treasure in two of Magellan's lost ships. Braddock, having followed them, arrives with her crew, and Nathan and Sully are forced to hide as the mercenaries use giant cargo helicopters to fly away with the ships. Sully manages to commandeer the helicopter carrying the boat he and Nathan were in, but Braddock, seeing this, orders the pilot of the other helicopter to approach for a boarding action. Nathan successfully defends himself from the mercenaries with some help from Sully and shoot down the other helicopter with the one of the ship's old cannons, but Braddock jumps to the ship and drops the anchor to weight it down. Sully chooses to save Nathan instead of the trio, and Braddock is crushed to death when the ship breaks in two and falls back into the sea. Philippine naval units arise to collect the treasure, but Nathan manages to save a few pieces of gold for him and Sully, while Cole discreetly follows them from a boat. In the first post-credit scene, Sam is revealed to still be alive and created in a prison cell. In the second post-credit scene, Nathan and Sully manages to take a map to a Nazi treasure from a mob boss, but end up finding themselves in a greater trouble. This is the end of the movie. Viewer, if you like this explanation, please subscribe my channel and press the bell notification so that our video can reach you first and obviously we can be encouraged. Stay with us, stay connected, and thanks for watching.